Ghosted, a new action rom-com currently streaming on Apple TV Plus, starring Chris Evans, Captain America himself. Well, former Captain America himself, Steve Rogers, Ana de Armas, who was most famously known for Knives Out recently. Both actors I'm a fan of. But this film is a bit messy, and I'll get into that later. But for the most part, what is Ghosted? Ghosted is a very simple tale that we've seen hundreds of times. Maybe not hundreds, but we've seen stories like this. Ghosted spins a web of Chris Evans, who plays a farmer, who suddenly believes he's found the one when he has an extremely lovely date with a woman who he believes they hit it off, and the next day she ghosts him, hence Ghosted. And he's like, why don't I go? Well, he doesn't say it, but his mother's like, just go find her. Just, you think she's the one, go for it. Well, he does, and he gets kidnapped, and he realizes the girl he believes is the one isn't who she claims she is, and she's a super spy for the CIA. And it goes from there. Hijinks ensue, and it goes on. What's good about this? Like I said, I like pretty much all the actors in this. There's Adrian Brody, there's Tim Nelson, Ana de Armas, Chris Evans. There's a ton of cameos, and they're all great. And by cameos, I mean other big name actors, specifically multiple actors from the MCU, which I'm like, hey, cool, because it's Captain America, blah, 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 blah. Cool stuff. Some of the action set pieces are really fun. Specifically, the final set piece in the third act is really unique, really cool. And some of the humor is pretty witty, and it got a few laughs out of me. Now, what isn't good about this? Fletcher has talent. He's directed Rocketman, Eddie the Eagle, two really good movies, so we know he can direct his ass off. This has none of his flair in it, and it's very weird. It has no flair, no substance, no style, and it's very odd for a director who has put out films with flair and style to basically have one that's completely absent of it, which leads to this film having very little charm. And what also leads to that is there are select moments, scenes, shots that are so blatantly stand-in actors, and it's really jarring when you're just watching something and you're just like, that's not Chris Evans, or you're like, that's not Ana de Armas, and it's like, I don't know if there was scheduling conflicts or if there were pickup shots or what, but it's very jarring and it's very weird. And this also has really rough green screen and CGI. I don't know the budget of it, because a lot of straight to streaming films, they don't release the budgets. But yeah, the green screen is very obvious. It's not great. Did I hate this by any means? Absolutely not. Do I think it's as bad as people are making out to be, specifically critics? Absolutely not. This is not a terrible film by, any means. This film is just misguided and just everything we've seen before. And that doesn't make it bad. The stories have been being told since Dawn of Mankind. Every story's been told. You just find new ways to tell the same story. And it's a fun film. It's just not charming, and it's just has no flair, has no style to it, which is really not painful to sit there, but it's really weird to see when you're watching it. But yeah, Ghosted, it's fine, and that's the best way I can sum it up. It's fine, it's serviceable, it gets the job done. If you wanted to shut your brain off for 2 hours, boom, nailed it, perfect. But if you're looking for something with more substance or more flair, this is not the film for you. But like always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.